Emergency signal detected. If you are watching this near the woods tonight, lock your doors immediately and do not ignore what you are about to hear. There is a hidden region in the Appalachian Mountains where something strange has been happening for decades without explanation. Locals whisper about it after sunset because people who wander too deep into these forests sometimes never return home. The government quietly calls this place the Breach, but the public was never meant to understand what that word truly means. In this place, people do not simply disappear. Something replaces them, walking back out of the forest wearing their face. Search and rescue teams working in these mountains follow a rule that is never written in official manuals. They call it the 3-minute rule, and it exists for one terrifying reason that hikers are never told. If your partner disappears from sight for longer than 3 minutes in these woods, stay very careful when they return, because the person walking back toward you may look familiar, but something inside them might be completely different.
Got it.
These mountains are ancient, older than most life that has ever existed on this planet. For hundreds of millions of years, they have watched species evolve, disappear, and return in different forms. And somewhere in that endless time, something here learned how to copy life itself. It studies the way humans move, the way we breathe, and the way we speak to one another. Slowly and patiently, it learned how to mimic voices, memories, and emotions perfectly. But every imitation carries a small flaw hidden somewhere beneath the disguise. The eyes reveal the truth if you are brave enough to look closely in the darkness. Human pupils expand naturally in low light as our vision adjusts to the night. But the mimic's eyes remain frozen and lifeless, like glass reflecting the forest around them. If you notice this detail, you must not react or reveal that you understand what you are seeing, because the moment it realizes the disguise has failed, it stops pretending to be human. And what hides beneath that borrowed face was never meant to exist in our world. Deep within these forests, explorers sometimes discover something that should be impossible. A staircase standing alone in the middle of untouched wilderness with no building anywhere nearby. No ruins, no broken walls, no reason for those stairs to exist in the middle of nowhere. Authorities quietly remove photographs of these strange staircases whenever they appear online, because the people who climb them rarely return the same as they were before. Some climbers come back with no memory of who they are or how they arrived there. Others begin speaking languages that disappeared from human history thousands of years ago. Scientists once suggested that the Earth itself might possess a form of awareness. If that theory is true, the Appalachian Mountains may represent the oldest part of that mind. Those staircases could be neural endings, points where the planet's consciousness touches our world. Climbing them might be like touching a living nerve that connects directly to something ancient. Curiosity in these forests has led many people toward discoveries they never survived to explain. Every year, thousands of hikers vanish while exploring these endless mountain trails. Most of those disappearances remain unsolved even after massive search operations. If you are camping in these mountains and hear a whistle sometime around 3 in the morning, stay silent. The sound may seem beautiful at first, echoing softly through the dark trees, but that whistle is not meant for human ears or human conversation. Something deep in the forest uses that sound like sonar to locate movement. If you whistle back, you unknowingly confirm exactly where you are standing. Hunters use similar tricks to locate animals moving quietly in the darkness, except this hunter has been waiting in these mountains for centuries. Another strange phenomenon reported by hikers is known as the 440 Hz scream. Humans cannot hear the sound clearly, but the body reacts to the frequency instantly. Victims suddenly feel overwhelming paranoia without understanding why. Many describe the sensation that someone is standing directly behind them. Others feel a cold breath slowly passing across the back of their neck. Some become convinced invisible eyes are watching them from the trees.
Someone there?
Researchers believe the signal scans the human brain, searching through memories, almost like something is looking for a doorway into our thoughts. When that frequency finds you, the forest already understands who you are, and it may decide whether you are allowed to leave those woods alive, or whether you become another mystery lost inside the Appalachian Mountains. Some hikers report seeing pale figures moving silently through the branches high above them. They move in ways that no human body should ever be able to move. Others report strange gaps in memory after leaving the forest trails. Entire minutes disappear from their lives without any explanation. Hidden caves scattered throughout the mountains may connect to something far deeper underground, something older than the mountains themselves and far older than humanity. Signals like this warning video rarely remain online for long periods of time. Someone always attempts to remove them before too many people begin asking questions, because warnings spread awareness, and awareness makes people harder to hunt. If you have ever experienced missing time while hiking, you should remain extremely careful. If you have seen pale shapes watching from the forest canopy, you may already be noticed. The breach might be much closer to your world than you currently realize. If you are still in control of your reality, leave the word "safe" so others know you are still aware. Every message helps track how far these strange events may be spreading. More survival broadcasts will appear soon with additional warnings. Until then, stay in well-lit places and avoid wandering near deep forests at night. Ignore every whistle you hear echoing through the trees after midnight. Never trust footsteps in the forest that sound exactly like your own. And if you ever see stairs standing alone in the woods, walk away immediately and never climb them.